I went to Las Vegas because our friends at QVC just announced a new platform, which I'm very excited about, to make sure that women over 50 feel seen, celebrated, and supported. And when I tell you, and QVC is calling this time after 50 the age of possibility. You know, and think about what that means. You know, this resonates with me so much because you've heard me say it here countless times before. Life over 50, literally for me, has been the best time of my life. I love being right here, right now. And to celebrate the launch, QVC hosted a summit in Las Vegas, which featured an incredible group of 50 women over 50, and I was blessed to be one of them. It was so many, like, amazing women there. I was blown away. I was surrounded by so many impressive women. You know how hard it is, just with this picture, you know how hard it is to get 50 women to take a picture at one time? And it's even harder because we're all in our 50s, so we all confident. And you know, when you're in your 50s, you don't care what nobody say. You like, I'm gonna do what I want to do when I want to do it. So you have 50 of us doing that same thing, and we got the picture. It was amazing. I had a great time, and I got to catch up with my sis Queen Latifah. Oh my goodness. Who sent me, and thank you, Latifah. She sent me the biggest, hugest bouquet of roses and flowers for my birthday, so thank you, sis. I appreciate it. Carla Hall, I was with Carla Hall. Oh my gosh, I got to hang out with Martha Stewart. And of course, our friend to the Sherri show, Mally Roncal was there. Me and Nissa were right here. And I also had the chance to hang out with Kathy Lee Gifford and Sandra Lee. We were like, when I tell you, these women in their 50s and over 50s were fierce. And now they say usually what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. But I gotta tell y'all, this event was so inspiring. I gotta tell you about it. Because first of all, we went to the Exosphere, which I have never been to before. It's a huge circular. It was stunning. QVC lit up the outside with these gorgeous images, and I could not help but feel excited because I was part of it. It looked spectacular. And the summit itself was just incredible over the weekend. It had these inspiring keynote speeches, including one from our friend Tamsin Fadell, and she's come to the show before and taught us all about menopause in a very humorous way. And in Vegas, she was the keynote speaker, and she leaned into being 50 and how she decided to quit her job as a newscaster to really lean into teaching women about menopause and where she got that confidence from. It was great panel discussions. I loved one in particular. It was Martha Stewart sitting right next to Patti LaBelle, sitting right next to Billie Jean King. I mean, oh my gosh. They talked all about confidence and not having it when they were younger, but how they developed it and even leaned into it in their 50s. I had a breakout session with Christina Applegate. Lot of fun. She's on, is it Dead to Us? Dead to Us, that show.
Dead to Me.
Dead to Me, yes, right.
Yes.
And one of my favorite moments was me meeting tennis legend Billie Jean King. Oh my goodness. When I tell you the women in this room, and I knew it was Billie Jean King, my heart was just pattering. I walked over to her and I introduced myself to her, and she said, "I know who you are, I watch your show." And Billie Jean King said, "You are so funny, you make me laugh." And John, Billie Jean King said she wants to come on the show.
Oh, all right.
So look here, Billie Jean King, whenever you're ready, you come on by and sit on the couch and play with me. And if that wasn't exciting enough, there was a big moment where QVC unveiled an ad that is featured in Vogue magazine. And I'm one of the people in the ad. Oh my God. I am, like, it was at the, John, it was a big billboard at the airport, and it's a big, huge spread in Vogue magazine. It's with Zendaya on the cover, and this is my first time in Vogue magazine, and I just love it. I just love it that I was there with this group of women because they were so phenomenal. Sean Killinger, Kathy Lee Gifford, Jenny Garth was on there, Sandra Lee. And QVC, this is what I love. They had a showroom. If you've ever shopped on QVC, they had a whole showroom with all of their products. And had I known it was gonna be a showroom, I'd have brought an extra suitcase to have taken some. At the very least, I wish I'd have had a dress with pockets because I would have tried to sneak some stuff out. But on the flight back home, I really got to thinking about how this, for women in their 50s and over, this is truly the age of possibility right now. It really, really is. Because even though I celebrated another birthday this week, I feel like I have so many things to look forward to. And that was the whole point of the summit with QVC, because I love that they're taking the charge about dispelling the notion. People keep thinking once you hit your 50s that we're done. They keep thinking that we don't need to be seen anymore, that we need to be put out to pasture. That's not true. Not at all. And we want to make sure that women over 50 are seen, are heard, acknowledged. This is I'm so passionate about this because we got to dispel that notion. This is a great time right now for a second act, for a third act, because for so long, women 50 and above, we've had to put our dreams on hold, on the shelf with the fine china, because we've had to take care of our children. We've had to take care of our spouses and significant others. We've had to be everything to everybody. And now, in your 50s, you can finally say, you know what? It's me time. It's me time. I'm telling you. It's like that, and ladies, clap if you're 50 and above in my audience. Okay. There are those dreams deep inside that you don't really tell anybody, those things that you always wanted to do, but you were never able to do. And this is the time. This is the time to take those dreams and brush them off and just blow it off and say, I'm gonna go for it. I'm going to go for it and I'm gonna do it. And believing in yourself and going, I'm worth it. I right at this time, right now. It's one of the reasons. It truly is one of the reasons, John, why we all created Funny Over 50 on the Sherri Show, to give women in their 50s a chance to shine. And so being with QVC at this summit, I loved it because let me tell you something, QVC is not your mama's QVC anymore, all right? And I didn't realize how much they've changed and modernized it, because now you can find QVC on your phones, your tablets, TVs, anywhere you consume content. And to learn more about QVC's Age of Possibility, go to qvc.com/50 or scan the QR code on your screen. Because I also want to add, we are in our 50s, but we are not our mama's 50s anymore. We are not that. We are what our mothers and our grandmothers dreamed about. We are what they dreamed about. And that's what so many of the women were saying. I love, Mally Roncal said, I promised I would be everything that I could be for my mother. So when we look up in our 50s and older, let's be everything that they dreamed about, that they wanted to be but couldn't, but they paved the way for us to do it. So I loved it. It was a great summit. So check out QVC because they're leaning into this right now.
We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good time.